Once these things start plaguing you mentally, I mean, I used to have moments in the mirror where I would just stand there and I would be like, who the fuck am I? So I really did consider a lot of like treatment plans. I did consider trying to find out some sort of sanity for who I was. I've attended a lot of therapy sessions. I've attended a lot of these group activities where people would tell you, hey, this is probably not the right thing to do, this is probably the thing you should do. It used to probably be beneficial for me at the moment when I was with the people, because somewhere they all relate to some experiences. I've sat amongst like drug addicts, I've sat amongst people who schizophrenic, I've sat amongst people who just did not know what their aim in life was. And somewhere I saw that as an inspiration for me. I saw that like, this is a talking point. You're talking to someone finally who might be at the same level of mental sanity that you are. And I'm not trying to call them, mad or, lost in their head, but it's more of something where even probably they were not able to relate to their problems and speak it out in front of people that, okay, I might be going through a tough time in my life. So those little therapy sessions used to like keep me at bay most of the time. But somehow I still knew that there was this little thing inside me which said that, hey, I don't think this is enough, and you need to probably express yourself a little better, express yourself with something, some sort of art form that would keep you, at more levels of sanity about it, and probably not just attend something where you're overwhelmed by the fact that you have to talk about your problems. So it was something which I wanted to keep as a masquerade, something hidden, something masked out. And I think that's where I started seeing different art forms and trying to explore it. The biggest thing about therapy was that it kind of puts you in a zone where you're like, hey, these are a group of people who try to spend time talking to you, and it kind of opens up a channel for you to start relating to them. And I definitely related to a lot of them. I definitely related to what their problems were. I had certain inhibitions about what they said, because when people start talking their mind, sometimes they tend to exaggerate, sometimes they tend to be philosophical in their approach, because that's probably what they saw, what they learned out of the movies, what they learned out of different things that they've seen around them. But I think somewhere it was very relatable, because they were very raw and upfront about what they did. It's like one guy in fact came and told me like, you know what, bro, I just like OD'd on drugs one day. I was taken to the hospital and I found some sort of light over there which told me that, hey, I think you should stop and you should seek therapy. So I saw that as a huge relation point. Not that I've done drugs in my life, it's just that it's been it was something which was different. But at the same time, I could connect to the person. I could connect with what experiences they had, and it's not just emotions on the face. It's not emotions in what they're talking about. It's just that little feeling when you're inside a room with say 5-6 people who take the time to tell you about their problems, who take the time to channelize who they are, channelize their inner energy, and bring all of those things out there on the table. I think that was therapeutic, and at the same time that was very relatable to me as a person who was also facing certain problems within myself.